What up, guys? Good morning. I just thought I'd shoot a little update for you guys. Spent some time last night clay barring this thing, kind of getting the main surface stuff off of it and kind of see what we're really working with here. To my surprise, really not too bad. I actually don't see any dents, to be honest. A couple little things that I did notice is got this weird splotchy area right here. I'm not totally sure what's going on with that. I feel like with some paint correction I should be able to take that out. I kind of feel like that is some filler right there. Not totally sure. But yeah, we got that. Did see a pretty big chip here. Not too crazy. But that's kind of, it's kind of it. See, there's like the fitment's okay. Fitment's not bad. Could it be better? Yeah, a little tiny bit. But it's pretty good, honestly, for a junkyard find. So, yeah, I'll probably run another pass of clay bar on this thing again. See if we can't get it a little bit smoother to the touch. And then after that, I'll probably start working on clay bar. I also got to get the rest of this emblem residue off here so I can go ahead and detail that portion of it. But so far, pretty happy with that. That's not too shabby. And then as far as the spoiler goes, I started working on that last night. This thing's in really good condition. The little couple issues that it has with it are really pretty minor. Let's see, so yeah, it's got this crack in it. I started sanding it down a little bit. I'm gonna use some of this Bondo, just good old spot putty. I'll just throw a tiny bit on there, kind of push it into the crack, and then flatten it out and sand it. Probably won't see that anymore. And then, of course, it never fails. The cheaper of a car that you purchase. See, this is the thing. It's like most people were not trying to preserve this 92 Accord. That just wasn't in their head when they first bought it. So most people they just treated these things like whatever, dude. And then the people that got them third or fourth hand down the line, really doing some stupid shit. So when you get an old shit box, man, especially if it's had a couple of owners, or you get parts, sometimes you find the dumbest little Mickey Mouse shit. Stuff like this, it's like someone painted over the gaskets that go on the bottom side. So it's just like, what? So I tried to do a quick search and see if I could find these gaskets. Actually, after looking at them, I bet you if I really wanted to, I could probably soak these things in a little bit of silicone spray and probably just chip all this paint off. And honestly, I might be, if it was the apocalypse and I really needed these, I could make these work, I'm sure of it. But instead, I ended up buying it's like a 1 foot by 2 foot square of like thin adhesive foam. So it's basically you can make your own little gaskets like this. So I'm just gonna kind of cut my own little shapes and make my own gaskets for that. I need to get some new hardware for it too. All the hardware for it is just like super nasty and rusty. Oh yeah, and then speaking along the lines of people just doing fucking a bunch of hokey pokey shit when you got a cheaper car, this is definitely one of them. Whoever installed the spoiler, look at this technique. Jesus. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. This is a lot of dirt and looks like they gummed it up. Jeez, it is kind of fucked a little bit, but not too bad. I'm gonna have to clean this up some more with like a spinning brush, and I don't think I need to do like a end game repair, try to keep this thing fucking good for another 50 years. I think I probably could just use a wire brush, clean this up. I don't know, maybe do what they did even, and be the fifth hand person doing some ghetto shit. But I'll probably just throw throw some RTV in that myself. I don't know, but it's funny to see that someone had taken like a fucking hammer or something and dented this piece in so I can get the thread for the spoiler. It's like, I don't really mind doing kind of some hokey pokey shit to this thing, since I do have a perfectly clean, nice trunk sitting over here with no issues at all. It gives me the opportunity to practice some body work and kind of do my own thing with this. Plus, you know, car is so old and doesn't have like a presence where people are expecting it to be the cleanest thing on the planet. So if you can take it to 95%, you're doing pretty good. No one's gonna really notice. But yeah, I do also want to see if I can get the alignment a little bit better. Maybe push on it a little bit and try to get that line cleaned up just a tiny bit more. I mean, you don't really notice it too bad. I mean, it's not really a big deal. So, anyways, kind of a short video, I guess, on the updates there. But I guess I can take a minute to talk about sort of the plans now. You know how cars go. You feel like you know what you're going to do, and then 2 weeks later or even an hour later you got a whole nother idea. So of course I've been flip-flopping on kind of the end game for this car for a while, but now I think I know what I want to do. I'm actually gonna go ahead and hang on to my F22. Just a little backstory for any of you guys that have not followed me up until this point. I was a Del Sol CRX fanboy to the max. I had a Del Sol with a K20A Type R motor in it. Swapped that in 2010. Smashed around in that a whole bunch until around 2017. And yeah, parted it out, sadly, before the prices of everything went up. So I lost out kind of on that, but it is what it is. So I was living the K-swap life for a little while. I know what that's about. Pretty much for the most part. I mean, I was in there with a Type R just smashing around. I put about, I want to say 45 to 50,000 miles on my swap. So yeah, I was about it there for a minute. But I think with this car, what I'm going to do is actually, because it's so old and it's passing smog with flying colors, I don't have any problem with California smog compliance. It's kind of cool. So I think I might continue with that. So if I can, I'd like to put a shit ton of miles on this engine. You know, like a good 300, 400K or something if I can. And I think the transmission's where I'm going to get a little crazy. So doing some research online, looks like all H series trannies bolt right up to the F series with like no modification whatsoever. So I've got my eye on a what is it, a H20, it's a H23, yeah, H23 LSD Euro R Accord transmission, or is that a Prelude? Either way, looking at doing that. My transmission in here is fine. It's just a commuter transmission, you know, so it's just really not that aggressive. I'd love to throw, yeah, something a little nastier in here with some little slightly shorter gears and an LSD. That would be super fun. That way I'm still passing smog and doing my thing like no problem. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do tranny, finish up some more suspension stuff. You guys probably, I don't know how much I talked about all my suspension stuff or how up to date you guys are on that, but I have done quite a bit of suspension work. That red bar you see down there is my traction bar. So I'm gonna just stick to suspension, transmission, cosmetics, and I might just leave it like that, like a cool little JDM inspired, I don't know, little street car, I guess. And then with like the interior, I don't really want to change it. I was going through little phases where I was like, yeah, let's swap a couple of cool little bucket seats in here, get a fucking little like a harness bar, throw some, you know, safer seat belts and stuff in here. But honestly, guys, it would be a lot harder to recreate another car to be like this. I think the way that this is right now is, it's just it's a time capsule, and I don't want to change it too much. You know, I wasn't fucking like super thrilled about the maroon fucking interior when I bought it. You know, obviously you want fucking like black or something, but as time goes on, you know, more people coming up to you going, dude, I had that car, I had it in that color, oh, like I fucking missed that shit. You know, it's like, it is cool, dude. I'm gonna just rock it. I think what I'll end up doing won't be cheap, but I'll probably get stuff reupholstered. The main pain point is really got a little bit of sun fade here, and then the back is just wrecked. It's just like, I mean, this car came from a single family that just fucking left it out in the sun in the street its entire life, so with probably no sun visors on it. So yeah, that thing is just bleached. But it's just some, you know, wine red, maroon, kind of what is that stuff called? Corduroy. So I think I can probably go to a cool little upholstery shop sometime and just get a couple things reupholstered. I might do a custom headliner. I could see that. I remember my buddy Thomas back in the day did like a Star Wars comic book headliner. That was kind of cool. Maybe. But overall, I'm not trying to rice it out or do anything too crazy. I just want to kind of keep it, you know, period correct. Have it be, you know, tossable, fun to drive. I mean, really, it's just a get in and go kind of car. So, not gonna go like super track inspired or anything. If anything, I'll pick up another chassis. I'm on the lookout for a coupe. Anyone knows like a really clean coupe? Doesn't matter the color, as long as it's in good condition and reasonably priced. I'm on the lookout. So yeah, let me know if you guys find any coupes. Wouldn't mind building a little coupe, little Thunderhill track car at some point. But yeah, alright, cool. I'll leave it there, guys. Just wanted to kind of wake up this morning and show you guys the progress on my trunk. Pretty damn happy with how clean it's coming out. So, alright, till the next one, guys. Peace out.